continuing our experiments with high sulfur ratio black powder, or antique muzzleloading propellant, if you will. In the last video you saw, we tested the 76-12-12 because the Facebook told me that's what Swiss's ratio is, which I'm not sold on, but that's okay. It performed excellent. It was exceptionally clean. It was reasonably powerful and very, very accurate. It was about 100 feet per second slower than Swiss on average through my rifle, but the pistol was actually a little bit faster, which was very odd. So for this test, we backed the sulfur down 1% and increased the fuel, the carbon, by 1%. So this ratio for this batch is 76-13-11. Now, all of this is made the same way, like usual, milled with brass media for 24 hours in our new mill container, the Rebel 17 container, pressed to a density of 1.75 grams per cubic centimeter, made into 3F, glazed for 6 hours. The two firearms we use for this test are my Uberti Remington New Model Army, and we're going to use 30 grains for this. I've been using 25, but for this we're using 30, and a 4.57 round ball. The rifle is my Kibler Southern Mountain Rifle, 45 caliber, using 50 grains of 3F, a 20 thousandths sorry, it's not a 20 thousandths diameter, 20 thousandths thick patch, and a swaged 440 diameter ball. Now, I apologize, there is a little bit of confusion. It might seem a little discombobulated with the rifle, and that was because I had a colossal up. Now, I have been weighing all of my charges. And what I did, and I was able to confirm this because luckily I filmed it here on the bench, but when Derek and I went out to the field to test it, we were a little confused because we retested our 76-12-12 powder at the same time we filmed this, and it was the same as the 76-13-11 powder, and I didn't know what was going on. I thought, how did I gain 50 feet per second? I must have fat fingered something. But after I took my Tupperware containers and I measured it volumetrically and tried them separate, everything worked out fine. So what I had done is when I had weighed out my charges, and again, I was able to confirm this by looking at the footage, I weighed out 8 charges of the same 76-13-11, and I marked one of them as 76-12-12. So either way, again, we were able to confirm this, but I apologize for the confusion. So here is the 76-13-11 powder. So this is 30 grains of 3F Swiss with a 4.57 round ball in our Remington New Model Army, and this should be probably about 950 or so. $1,040. Oh, you hang firing son of a bitch. And that's really going to show how bad I flinched, too.
No, man.
983. There we go. 991. See the target through the smoke. 1,025. 991. 990. A little faster today. That averaged 1,003. But it is warmer today than it was last time.
Yes.
So, okay. Very good. All right, so we've got our Remington New Model Army loaded with 30 grains of our 76-13-11 powder and a 4.57 ball. We're going to aim at the middle there. It's a black 2. Spade?
Spade.
Spade, okay.
2 spades.
Cool. So if this is going to be comparable to 3F Swiss, it needs to be right about 1,000 today, yeah?
Yeah, and hopefully it's better.
And hopefully I don't have a hang fire like I did. 973.
Okay.
965.
Hmm.
Oh, don't discourage. 1041. I think I yanked that one. 1013. 1006.
Okay.
982. That averaged 997.
What was our Swiss?
1003.
Okay. So
it's
I would say that's comparable.
Say it's pretty much right up there.
Yeah.
Now, if it's going to do anything like the 76-12-12 did, even though it's pretty much right there with Swiss here,
It'll be slower.
it'll be considerably slower in the rifle. So, that doesn't look too bad up there. Let's have a look.
No, actually,
wait a minute. Except for that one way off to the right.
It looks.
I knew I yanked one, but I didn't know it was that bad.
It's exactly what I was thinking.
Oof, dang. Yikes.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not a spade. It's a club.
It was all I could tell was 2, and it was black. We're all out of red ones. I like the red ones. I could see them a little bit better. My God, what? Don't pay any attention to that one right there. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Okay, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's run a patch through it and see how it looks. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Doesn't look any more or less dirty than the 3F Swiss.
Right.
Not from here, anyway. So.
That's good.
Pretty acceptable, even accuracy-wise. Boy, I sure yanked that one bad. Whoa, dang,
Yeah.
Don't tell anybody about that. Man, shot number 1. Let me erase that last one, because that's a fouling shot. I'm not worried about that. New session, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so if our calculations are correct, this should be mid-17s then, right?
If we got them, yeah.
1825.
I think we got 2 different. I think we got 8 vials of 1311. I think that's what happened.
Okay, well, I got the other shit in there, so I'll just do it volumetrically. Well, I did that with the fouling
We
shot.
did that with the fouling shot. Let's finish the 4 shot. Let's finish the 4 weighed charges.
And you think that's 76-13-11, do you?
I think we screwed it up somehow to where we have 8 vials of 1311.
I don't think it's that bad. Okay, shot number 1, 1825. Either way, more sulfur does not guarantee it to be better, right?
Yes.
Or does it?
No,
What better are we talking about here?
It doesn't, and you can't do a 1-to-1 swap for charcoal and sulfur, because sulfur is not as good of a fuel as charcoal is. I would declare that plain and simple. It may get it to have a lower ignition temp and it'll burn hotter, but it doesn't produce the same driving gases or dynamic energy to propel the ball out of the projectile out of the barrel.
I think that's
at
fair.
A faster rate.
I think that's fair, because just by upping the fuel 1% and bringing the sulfur down, we're seeing a good, 70 feet per second increase right now?
Yep.
Okay. Shot number 2. Yeah. 1803.
Okay.
I see. I know. Yeah, you're right. That's what happened.
Yeah, we got 8
I
vials
have
of
8 vials
1311.
of the. What a retard!
Because when we try it out of the actual Tupperware, it's slow.
Yeah,
It's working the way it's supposed to.
And it's super clean. It's like,
yeah.
So it's like, how'd you pick it up?
I
Let me
don't
count
know,
the
bro.
ways.
I don't know how you did it, but you did it.
I did it, yeah. I had a guy tell me that bouncing your ramrod is unprofessional. Does that make sense?
Nope.
Didn't make sense to me either. Unprofessional? You ever heard me talk? Like, all right, shot number 3. 1822.
Okay.
So the other thing too, Derek, is we're averaging right now, according to this, 1817.
Okay.
The other thing with this is that if this was just Osage Orange at 77, 13, 10, we'd be 30, 40 feet per second faster.
Yeah, we'd be in the high 18s.
Yeah, so the extra gram of sulfur going up with sulfur and down with nitrate does not appear to do any favors.
Yeah. I mean, it might be a little cleaner,
We'll see.
but
We'll see. It's still loading pretty easy. It doesn't feel crunchy.
Yeah.
Osage is not the cleanest carbon source.
no, it's not like,
It's very powerful,
yeah,
but more powerful than alder buckthorn in all of my tests anyway.
mm-hmm.
But not the cleanest.
It's not as clean as balsa.
Not as clean as balsa. Still loading pretty easy.
Good.
Doesn't feel as easy and clean as the 76-12-12 though.
Yeah, that was impressively clean.
Yeah, it was. Very, very impressive. Which I know when we were out there shooting it, it didn't seem that way. You know, we're like, oh no, this is lame. Oh no.
Yeah, we lost so much velocity, but it's like at the same time, it was like, wow, holy crap.
It was consistent. It was very accurate and super, super clean.
Yeah.
Okay, shot number 4, 76, 13, 11. $18.07.
Okay.
So that averaged 18.14.
Okay.
So this ratio is a little slower than our 77, 13, 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, Derek, based on these, with 3F anyway, I don't know about all of them, higher sulfur doesn't really seem to get you much. You know, if you have the particular right ratio and something really long, it can burn really clean, which is helpful. I think so.
Yeah.
But as far as it gaining you an extra 50 or 80 or 100 feet per second, it doesn't appear that way. Maybe it'd be different if you were running 75, 14, 11 or something.
Yeah.
But with 76, 13, 11, we're down a good 50 feet per second than what we would be if it was 77, 13, 10.
Yep. It's not going to be any cleaner.
It's not. Well, no, it's not as clean. Not even.
Oh, yeah.
It's not bad. Most certainly not bad at all.
Yeah.
But it's not that balsa or 76, 12, 12 clean. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah. I think the sulfur ratio being so high in the 12-12, it burns so hot, it burns off all the fouling. Or at least it seems like
as much as it can.
Yeah, it burns so freaking screaming hot that it's burning off so much extra unburnt stuff.
You got a really lean fuel ratio, very lean. You got extra sulfur to increase the temperature, and you got a lot of time with it in the barrel to burn up as much of it as you can get.
Good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
Which I think is probably the real reason as to why it's so clean in the rifle. Because in the pistol, it's like, it felt a little cleaner.
Yeah, it did look a little cleaner. But with the extra barrel length.
Boy, that's not...
That looks pretty good.
That's not unacceptable at all.
Yeah.
Definitely not as clean as the 76-12-12, but still very, very clean.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
Definitely.
So, so with that velocity and this cleanliness, this is pretty damn good powder, and certainly consistent. And I'm sure somebody will be mad that I wasn't shooting at a paper target, so we don't know if it's accurate. Well, okay, fine. Oh, man. You know, we did some tests a year ago, like with the 76 15.8 or something.
Yeah.
And it was powerful, but it wasn't any more powerful than the 77 13.10 or 75 15.10. And so the conclusion that we came to then was like, you know, I think it's a lot more important to make sure that you're running a good mill that's efficient, not using lead media, for God's sake.
Yeah.
And making sure that you're doing everything you can to make good, consistent powder. I think that's more important than what your particular ratio is.
Yeah, that I remember. That was kind of the conclusion that we came to, was that material integration was arguably more important than up in or down in 1 or 2 grams nitrate, charcoal, sulfur. You can still make good powder even if it's a little rich or if it's a little lean, as long as your materials are high quality and well
integrated.
Yes, well integrated. Material integration is more important.
Yeah, this stuff's definitely not as clean as the 76 12, but certainly
still
not unreasonable at all. Way better than GoX, way better than Schutzen, and definitely more powerful too. Not as powerful as Swiss and not as clean as Swiss.
Yeah. But it's up there.
It's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Pretty damn good. Pretty damn good.
Yeah.
So it's pretty safe to say that the 76 1311 batch here performed very different from the 76 12 you guys saw last time. In the Remington with 30 grains of 3F Swiss, we got an average of 1,003 feet per second with a max spread of 57. With the 76 1311 Osage, we got an average of 997.1 with a little bit wider spread of 76.2. I know you guys hear me say it all the time that I would call that practically the same. Well, that is the same. In the rifle, we did see an increase. With our 76 12 powder, the last batch, again, we made another batch, a new batch, and it was just a tad bit slower than the 1759 we saw last week by, I think, 15 or 18 feet per second. Again, we'll go over all that next time. Our 76 1311 powder averaged 1814 with a max spread of 22. So unlike our 76 12 powder, we did see about a 55 foot per second increase over the 76 12, but it was not nearly as clean. It still was very, very clean. I would say that's maybe just a little bit dirtier than 3F Swiss, but certainly not as clean as the 76 12. Now, we did take some baseline shots with 50 grains of 3F Swiss and the Kibler Southern Mountain Rifle, and it was, I believe, 1849. Yeah, with a max spread of 12, which is, boy, that's bitching. And again, these are all weighed charges, which is different than how I've been doing it lately. So what a difference 1 gram of sulfur and 1 gram of carbon can make when you're running it this lean. We did retest the 76 12 stuff, which again, you'll see next week. And one of the big tests that everybody wanted to see was if you use 2F, if it'll be faster. Now, we did that test with the 76 12 stuff. You'll have to wait till next week to see it. But, well, I'm not going to give it away. You'll have to just wait and see. Overall, this stuff was really good, but still not as fast as Swiss in the rifle. Again, exactly the same almost. Just shy of exactly the same in the Remington, but still slower by 35, 40 feet per second compared to 3F Swiss. I know Derek and I, in the 76 12 video, made it seem like we were really disappointed with it being slower. It wasn't until we saw how consistent it was and how clean it was when we realized that we had some pretty bitchin' powder on our hands. So, sorry if I made it sound like it was a drag. It most certainly was not. It was really bitchin'. But as far as the 76-12-12 stuff compared to this 76-13-11, I think I'd take the 76-12-12. So, as usual, folks, if you thought this video didn't suck, do me a favor and hit the like button, consider subscribing, and if you did think it sucked, go make your own damn video.